I get to share with you Chanel's limited edition Les for Ombres Boutons Palette. I picked up shade 239. I'll go ahead and share details with you. We'll do swatches and I'll create a few looks with the palette so that you can see it in action and see what the colors look like. Let's get into it, shall we? So let's go ahead and jump right into the details, and then we'll do swatches, and then we'll get to getting these on the eyes. I'm really excited about this collection. This release from Chanel was undeniably just gorgeous. I love all the little details. For me, it was all about the little details because in all honesty, the color stories, yes, wow, beautiful, practical. Some of them were, let's just be honest with ourselves here, colors we already have. But that's a great thing because they're colors that we'll use. So what I did is I chose a fun color story because there were 4 palettes released, each one. Yes, I wanted each one, but I think I made a good choice with the one that I picked. So again, I went with the shade 239 Boutons Baroque. So the palettes are inspired by the Baroque style opulence, and each shade is embossed with a button design. So we first start off with a pouch, and it's embossed, and this one has, I think they were all a little bit different. I can't remember, but this one is embossed with a really pretty Chanel on the pouch. Now I personally hold on to these, and even more so now because it's got the little fun design on it, but I do hold on to these for the sake of travel and just storage. But I like the option of using it to clean the palette because sometimes they get a little fingerprints and smudgy, and you know, you want to keep them nice and pretty. So that's kind of what I do with these. So when you open it up, per usual, you get a nice sized mirror up top, one sponge, one brush. And here we are. Look how beautiful. Look, it's the details for me. It is so all about the details. Of the 4 palettes that were available, I felt like this was a strong one. The brown one was very beautiful, very everyday, very practical. There was a lighter kind of pastel one that was gorgeous. There was a pink one, and you know, I love pink. And yes, I wanted them all. But I'm very happy with this color story because I feel like I get a little bit of everything. I've got a little bit of a pop of color, but then we have some nice, soft, you know, approachable, wearable colors in there as well. And I do get a little pink fix. And again, the details. They're making it harder and harder to, you know, want to dive on in there and use it and just not have these pretty embossed buttons. I think this is a beautiful approach to these palettes because Chanel is known for their gorgeous buttons, very detailed, very nice. Very reluctantly, I am going to share swatches with you. All right, here goes. Okay. I mean, I feel we'll have a little bit of fun before we completely lose the embossing. But here are the finger swatches. Look at those beautiful finishes and colors. Wow. Chanel does color in such a sophisticated, wearable way. I'm excited to share looks with these colors. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Very pretty. Of the 4, the purple shade is the one with the most little sparkly bits. The rest of them seem to be that satin with that nice sheen. But yeah, that purple one has the most gorgeous little sparkly bits. For base today, I am wearing the Sublimage both foundation and concealer. And I went in with the concealer. I just brought it up onto the lid and we'll use that as the eyeshadow primer for today. I'll have everything listed and linked down below in the description box for you. I do fear that these palettes may already be sold out, but I will still link everything down below in the description box. So for our first look, I want to go into the palette for a everyday wearable look. This is one of my oldest brushes. It's almost as old as me. I'm joking. But this is Old Faithful. It's a Chanel. It's a number 12. I'm going to go into this shade here. And with that shade, I'm just starting on the outermost portion. Now this is a fluffy brush, so this is going to give me a soft, diffused look. And again, this is our everyday, you know, soft kind of vibe, so that's all right. I'm going back in, picking up some more, and let's work on building. I really can appreciate how soft, but it's still giving that nice shimmer. This color is very, very pretty. It's subtle but bold all at the same time. And yes, it's not a matte. Totally, you can blend this in the crease and do this as a one and done, or like I am right now, and you see, it looks gorgeous. All right, I think I like, well, I'm gonna put just a little bit more. I feel like I've put this on majority of the lid. Built up very nicely, but still remained subtle but bold. Okay, I'm gonna just clean this brush off, and I will be using my Sigma switch. You guys know how much I love this little mat. Cleans off your brushes, so you don't have to use a ton of brushes. I don't like washing makeup brushes. I admit it, okay? So same brush. Let's go into this champagne pinky tone and pack that on the brush. Tap the excess, and let's just apply this on the beginning portion of the lid. Brighten up the inner eye. Going in for a little bit more. Oh, I love how soft but very, very sophisticated this look is coming together. So I'll just pat where the two colors meet. So we have a nice soft blend, and what an easy look. I'm gonna just go back into the first shade. Just kind of build up where those two colors meet just a bit. Talk about soft and pretty everyday vibes. Yes, please. Now I am going to go in. This is another very old Chanel brush. And I am going to go into the lightest pinky shade that we applied. And I want to kind of just focus this on the inner corner for just a little bit more of a pop. When I think of Chanel shadows, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of just 4 shades that you'll use to create everyday looks that are very soft, that are realistic for your everyday, but still sophisticated, elevated, make you feel really good. I am going to go in with a brightening pencil in my waterline. This one in particular is from Sochi. And keeping the everyday soft and pretty in mind, I'm going to go in with a brown mascara. This one is from Hourglass. It's the Unlocked mascara in the shade Espresso. I do have a bit of sizzly over my blush and highlight, but we love a multifunctional product. So I am actually going to go into the pinky shade from the palette, and let's apply this as a little highlight. So unnecessary, but so pretty. So here's our first very soft, very everyday, very quick and easy, very practical, very wearable. Get your money's worth. Look. Having a palette with color does not mean you won't be able to get nice everyday looks out of it. So I hope I was able to translate that for you with this and this eye look. All right, so for the next look, we need to do something bold and just a little bit more. So I want to go into this purple shade and I want to try it with my finger first, and then we'll perfect it with the brush. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to place this. So I'm just going to place this all over my lid. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty much all over the lid. I'll leave a little bit on the inner and outer because I want to use some more colors. Oh, the sparkle on this is gorgeous. Okay. As expected, I have a little touch of fallout from the little sparkly bits, but I think I'll be okay. I now want to go into this gold shade here. We haven't touched that one yet. Oh, that's pretty. Let's place this on the beginning portion of the eye. Kind of bring it inward and then emphasize the inner portion and bring it in. I'm going to touch back into the purple shade. We used finger. This time we're going to try it with the brush. And I'm going to just pat this on just because I got a little bit of fallout with this color. And then now I switched over to the fluffy brush. Let's go back into this shade here. We'll use this to add just a little touch of dimension. And then whatever's left, we'll bring that in the crease. Oh, there's a lot of sparkle going on here. I'm going to take this shade here and I want to place this on the outer eye, lower lash. This is a dark plum eyeliner. This is from Laura Mercier. I feel like, yeah, it's very dark. You can't really tell it's purple, but I think this is going to go nicely with the eye. So I'm going to put this in the waterline and then do a soft little wing. Just take my finger, pull it. This is the laziest way of doing a wing. Just take your finger and go before it sets down. And for this eye, I'm going to go in with a black mascara. I am going to be using my Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. This one is fun. For color, it's not anything that's overwhelming or overpowering. It still feels soft, very Chanel, very sophisticated. You're not going to feel like you're wearing too much, but it's still a little something because it's colorful, but in the Chanel way. We do have a bit of a fallout from that purple shade because, again, it has all those little sparkly shimmers in it, which is gorgeous, but noted. Okay. Chanel eyeshadows have a way of leaving you feeling just elevated, just enhanced, just a little something. And I definitely feel that that's translating with these two looks. Yes, one is a little bit more colorful, but it's in the Chanel sophisticated color kind of way. You would never think a colorful eye look could be called such a thing, but it's color, but it's soft and it's pretty. Now this little palette, it's very Chanel. It's very blendable, very pretty. Keep it soft with the brush, build it up a touch with your finger. You're not going to get anything too over the top. It's always going to remain that Chanel sophisticated kind of line, shall we say. I did get a good amount of fallout with this purple shade, so go into the palette knowing that and do your makeup accordingly. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to note because the little glittery bits are very fine, so they scatter and they're not the easiest to remove. I'm just gonna say it, but it's not impossible. And again, you can just kind of tweak some things a little bit and you'll be fine. And listen, I'm very much willing to look beyond the fallout of the purple shade because it's so pretty. You could totally do this as a one and done for a little color and feel your absolute best. Chanel lovers, Chanel collectors, this is it. I hope you were able to get your hands on this little palette because it is absolutely beautiful. But with all of that said, you're still able to get very, very, very wearable looks out of the palette. So I think it's an overall win. The Chanel Les Four, let me read it properly. Ombres Boutons in the 239, which is the one I have. Absolutely stunning. This really, I feel, is a true collector's piece, and you know, a collector's piece, but one that you'll actually want to use. I know, it's kind of like, if I'm collecting it, do I want to use it? Yes, this is actually one you'll want to use and enjoy. I know I am. But let's talk about it. Share your thoughts. Comment down below. Thank you so much for being here, allowing me to share this gorgeous Chanel palette with you. Please take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I will see you very, very soon.